Hello everyone. In this chapter 6, we are going to go through advanced report techniques in Microsoft Access. The main objectives designed and intended for this chapter include create and relate additional tables, create queries for reports, create reports in design view, add fields and text boxes to a report, format report, and some other tasks like adding a sub report, modify it, and adding queries to the report. In this chapter, we are going to work on this project. We are going to design these reports. The first report, which is the book rep master list, is for the Bavant Publishing Company. We have already worked with that database. Um, that database holds two tables, one for the book representatives or um, the booksellers, and one table for the customers. So we want to design two new tables and also run some queries to see which customers work with which group of book representative. So in this report, for each book representative, we have a list of customers with their detailed information, and we will also uh, run some queries uh, to get some detailed information about the seminars and etc. So in this project, first we are going to create and relate additional tables, and we are going to um, develop a query for the report, and then we're going to design the report in the design view and add some extra fields controls like text boxes and some report to the table. So now let's go to the textbook to see what our project is. Here's chapter 6 on the textbook. Here's the project. Bavant Publishing Company wants a master list of book reps. This list should be available as an access report and will have the name book rep master list. For each book rep, the report will include full detail for all the customers. In addition, Bavant offers some seminars designed to help customers understand the various educational tools available to them. For customers who are participating in this seminar, the report should list the specific seminar being offered. So we basically need a report which groups customers by the book rep numbers. So for each book rep or book representative, we have a number of customers. So we have a kind of one-to-many relationship between book rep table and customer table. We have already worked with these two tables in the previous chapter where we were working where we were designing a form for these two tables. Now we want to design a kind of report for this one. So we want to work with this. We want to design a report something like this book representative, and on the book representative we have the name, number of, and detailed information for the customers and the seminars held for those customers and etc. So customers should be listed or grouped by customer name, and in each page we need a book representative number. So here is the roadmap to this project. First, we will create and relate some additional tables for seminar and seminar offering, and then we will develop queries for the report, create report, and then group and sort those items in the report, and then we will add a sub report to the main report, and then modify some elements like title, page number, and etc. So uh, for the additional table, because the book representative at Bavant work collaboratively with customers as learning consultant, they are frequently asked to represent seminars on educational technologies and techniques for integrating educational resources into the classroom. So that's why, because of some training courses, the publishing company um, held for the customers, they need some two extra tables to store the information of those seminars, number of hours of seminars, and all the details. So we need to create these tables: seminar table with these four fields: seminar code, seminar description, hours, increment, and these are the data that must be stored in this table with this structure. And the second table is going to be a seminar offering table with these fields: customer number, seminar code, total hours, hours spent, and with this information. I will walk you through how to develop these two tables. So now let's go to our project folder. If you go to the files for a student on Cengage website, you're going to find the required files, Access, Excel, and some extra information on the that you need and that you will use in your projects. So I've already downloaded the chapter 6 of the Access chapter from the Cengage website. That folder includes these informations. So I'm going to open the Bavant Publishing Access, which is our main file. As you have already seen, in this database we have two tables: book representative, which stores the information of the booksellers or book representatives, and then the next table is the customer with this information. And then we develop some forms like customer form, customer, uh, and some forms that are designed from these two kind of tables. Now we want to create a report. Report is an important part in daily businesses, especially when dealing with customers, as and also when reporting to the managers and executives for the decision making. So reports play an important role in today's business. So now let's go back to this one. So we want to first, we need to create structure of the seminar table. We need to create a new table. Okay, so I'm going to close these extra tabs, and then I will click on the create tab, table design, and now we can design exactly these fields. I'm going to copy this one: seminar code, data type short text, and its size is 3. From this part I can change its field size. The second field is going to be the seminar description, which is the short text of 50 characters. Third field is hours. Copy paste, and its data type is integer. or number, and the last field is the increment. Number. So each seminar has a number and a description. The table also includes the total hours for which the seminar usually is offered and its increment, that is the standard time blocks in which the seminar usually is offered. So here's basically, this is our seminar table, and the first field is going to be our primary key. Primary key is a unique field by which the record is going to be identified, like um, the ID number or social security number for each person. You're not going to find two persons with the same social security, so it's a unique number by which records are identified in a table. So I'm going to name it seminar table. Okay. Okay. Seminar code. The field name you enter does not follow Microsoft object naming rules. If you Okay, let's see, it ran into problems because I copy pasted from a web page. Let's see what the problem is. So I'm gonna save this table as seminar. Now I can open it in data view and enter the data files, this data manually. S01, the first column must be unique because it's a primary key, so we are not allowed to have two records with, for example, like S01. It must be unique. S02, the second code. Third record, S04, S05, 06, 7, and S08. Let's see. Yes, we have 8 records. So seminar description for the first one. Hours, 3 hours with increment 1. The second record for the seminar, 2 hours and 1 hour increment. Mobile apps, 4 hours and 2 increment. Video podcasting, mobile apps, video podcasting, creating virtual worlds, clickers in the classroom, online course strategies, and using social networking. So now I'm going to enter the hours 68234. And 22112. 112. So now I can save the information from this menu. Click save, and then I'm going to save the entire table and database. Here's one way to enter our data. We can enter our data manually, but what if we have millions of records? It is impossible to manually enter those information in the dataset. There has to be a better way to work with the dataset. This is the easiest, or the most basic way to enter the information. The other way is to import the data from other type of files. Okay, so we manually designed the seminar table and entered all of its data manually. So now we want to design the next table. Our next table is the seminar offering. Okay, it contains customer number, seminar code, total number of hours, and the number of hours already spent in the seminar, with two primary keys, customer number and seminar number. And these are the data of this table. This table will have 4 fields with two primary key number. So I'm going to go to the chapter folder. We have seminar offering. We have a CVS file, Microsoft Excel, comma separated values, seminar offering. So this is the second way to import the data. So I'm going to go to the um, access, and now I'm going to import the data of this file, Excel CVS file, into my access form. So I will go to the external menu, new data source, from file, Excel, and now browse. I will click date, desktop, chapter 6. Oh, so I should have selected the text file, and then desktop, chapter 6, and then seminar offering. Okay, we are going to import the source data into the new table in the current database. Next, it is already selected. Delimited characters, use comma, tab separated. Next, the first row is going to be our field name, so I'm going to select this one. This is not part of our data. Our field name, customer number, and we are going to choose our own primary key, or we can let access add its primary key and then modify the table. Next, and this table is going to be the seminar offering. This way we can import a big table from other datasets, and the same can be done between other type of databases like SQL Server, Oracle, and etc. So now we just import a imported a simple um, Excel in an access file. So seminar offering, so I'm going to right click on that design view. I'm going to delete this field. According to this instruction, customer number and seminar code must be both the primary key for this table. So I'm going to select this one, hold down the shift button, select both these two fields and set it as primary key, and then Control S or click Save. So now I'm going to click Seminar Offering. We see all of the data correctly imported from the Excel file. So now uh, we created two tables. I created this seminar table manually and entered its data manually as well. But for the seminar offering, we downloaded, imported the information from Excel file. The third way um, to connect to databases or to tables is to link to separate tables. We imported data for the seminar offering, but the third option to link to dataset is using the link option between the datasets. And the main advantage of linking to tables is that if any table changes, that change is going to appear in the second table, and because they are linked together. But with the importing option and importing method, any changes, these two tables and their information are stored separately without affecting each other. So now we have created these tables, and now we need to connect these four tables to be able to create useful reports. So now I'm going to go to the design database tools, click on relationship. These two tables, book rep and customers, are already related. There is a one-to-many relationship between these two. Each book representative, which means each book representative contains many customers, which means each bookseller has many customers. So now we need to add these two tables, customer offering and seminar, and we need to connect these, create a logical connection between these tables. So these two there is a one-to-many relationship between customer and seminar offering. So I'm going to click on that and drag it to the customer number. So these two tables are going to be connected using the customer number, and there is a one-to-many. Each customer number from the customer table is connected to many customer number in the seminar offering. Okay, so and the same is true with seminar and seminar offering. So these two tables are connected through seminar code. So there is a one-to-many relationship between these two. For one seminar, there will be many seminar offering in the seminar table. So we can connect these two seminars using these links. So now, so I'm going to edit this relationship and enforce referential integrity. For this link, one to many relationship. So in this lecture, this part of the lecture, we created two tables and then we imported data into those two tables. We connected these tables together and defined primary key and etc. In the next lecture, we will create a query, and at the end of the lecture we will create a report from those queries and the data stored in this type of data sets.